that doesn't mean that you get to ask all like wild ass questions. Cause then I'm also like, where do you get the balls to do that? Because it's not Costco. It's not. Hi, I'm Taylor-Alexis, and this is a safe place to talk dangerously about the life lessons in your 30s and all other shenanigans. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you. All right, it's good to see you, and you're looking good. Now, before we get started on today's topic, I just want to say, if this is your jam, make sure to hit that subscribe button to subscribe to the weekly content. I don't know why that happened, but yeah. All right, so I did a thing, another thing. I know I came on here before and I said I did a thing. I got rid of my Instagram, my personal Instagram. So I didn't block anyone. I just deactivated it for some time. It might be permanent. I don't know. I was just like, let me ease into it before I hit delete. Because the last time I deleted social media, Facebook, I'm talking to you, you have an option to download your files on a zip file. And silly me, so I'm taking accountability, I didn't bother to check the zip file because I trusted that Facebook would give me all of my files. So I deleted Facebook, and there were the pictures as well. So it's okay. I mean, the millennials out there, you know that we spent time putting together albums and stuff after parties and college nights or whatever, but it's okay, it's fine. So anyways, last video I was talking about disconnecting to reconnect, and I meant that. I think I've been thinking about this Instagram thing for maybe about 2 years. I don't know. Tell me, like maybe I do take a lot of time to think about something before I do it, but man, it feels good to be on this side. Okay, so let's get into why I decided to get rid of my Instagram. I actually deactivated my Instagram like a week ago or so, maybe a little more than a week, and that's 8 days maybe. And I was trying to remove it from my login page because I have my weddings and my film stuff also logged in on my Instagram app. And I accidentally tapped on my Instagram page, and if you're not aware, that's how you reactivate your Instagram. So I was like, oh crap, like I didn't mean to do that, but it's okay. So let me just go in and see if I could deactivate. No, there are all of these rules, darling. So I had to wait 7 extra days, and then I was like, all right, 7 days from now will be what? Thanksgiving. And I was like, wow, that's so on brand. So on brand. So I waited, and I finally got to re-deactivate my Instagram account. So no, you're not blocked. I have beef with no one, okay? I'm chilling over here. Honestly, I was just tired of the lurkers. At one point, I thought about, you know, joining in on the mess and giving a show, a spectacle, but I was like, I really don't have time for that. Plus, I'm like, whatever you're looking for, you're not gonna find it in my stories. I promise you, you're just not. So there's that. But I just got tired of having all of these like eyes watching what I'm doing, monitoring, and like, I even got to a point where I turned off the story replies because I was just, you know how they say there's like a few that just ruin it for the others? That was it. It's like people were getting too comfortable asking all kind of weird questions or commenting on my body or commenting on other stuff. And I'm like, I understand, okay, fine. Maybe I posted a thirst trap, but that doesn't mean that you get to ask all like wild ass questions. Cause then I'm also like, where do you get the balls to do that? Cause it's not Costco, it's not. So then I thought, okay, well, why don't I just make my page private? It's no fun. I'm just like, just keep it honest with you. That's no fun. And I mean, even if I made it private, that wouldn't stop my followers from still like DMing me stuff and making things very uncomfortable. Some of that stuff is just really draining. It's like, oh, I also feel like we are just too connected. I don't need to know everything about your life. I don't need to know like what soap you use. I don't need to know that you vomited today or whatever else that people share online. Like, we just know too much about each other. And I think it's nice to just have some kind of mystery or some kind of separation. And I don't know if social media really, or at least Instagram, I don't know if Instagram is the place for that, because it's also mixed in too with, my opinion, a lot of like trauma porn and a lot of trauma bonding and stuff like that. Like, yes, I understand community or whatever, but some of these conversations are just too nuanced to have online, you know? And, you know, people with the mean comments and stuff like that, like, ugh. And I always said, like, even when Instagram became super commercialized, that I just would not engage in arguing with people online. Like, no. I'm not gonna be going back, well, I thought that you said, no, we're not doing that. I also don't enjoy all of the notifications. Do you remember when Instagram used to show like your activity on the feed of like what you were doing? Oh my God. Thankfully they got rid of it, but it's just too much of a connection. You don't need to know what I like or what, like, who cares, you know? So there's that. And I have my own personal, you know, beefs with notifications. I think it's just too much all the time. Imagine you're trying to like focus on something and do work and it's just like ding, 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 and just all kinds of things just going off. And it'll be like, this person liked your photo, or like, you know, this person's following you. That's fine, but I don't know. So, I mean, shout out to the do not disturb feature. Shout out to the option to turn off notifications. That's great. But I just find them to be very distracting. And it also makes me think about news notifications. On one hand, I want to be in tune with the world. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I want some off time. Like, it's just every single thing. And it's like, nowadays, breaking news is subjective, right? It's like, you know, this person's getting a divorce. It's not breaking news. Like, stop. It's news, maybe, perhaps, but not breaking. Like, it's too much. The connectedness to the news and the news cycles and all that stuff always makes me think about Jared Leto. I know, stick with me, I'm going somewhere with this. But right before the pandemic started, I think Jared Leto had went on like this Vipassana. Am I saying that right now? Vipassana. Sure. He went on this like 10-day silent retreat and then like came home to the news of like the world shutting down, right? And I thought, like, damn, imagine you're going to like disconnect and reconnect with yourself and your thoughts and, you know, all of this like self-work that you're doing, and then you come back home and the world's like chaos. It's crazy. But I always think about that because I think I too want to do it. I was saying maybe I should do that for my birthday or something. Just 10 days of like silence, no reading, no phones, no talking to people. I think it would be beautiful. I really do. I think it would be so nice. And I don't know, I think I would love it so much that I would make it like an annual thing, just to kind of reset and just like recharge. But you know, 10 days is a long time to be away from people when you think about it. So if you can do that, it's great. Somehow, some way, even with the retreats, even with taking breaks from social media or whatever, you have to kind of come back to reality. And I think being offline really helps to connect in the real life. It forces you to like check in on your friends, check in on your family members. And I think I want to do a better job of that myself, because I think we all can get caught up in the busyness of our lives and all of the responsibilities that we have, or you just have moments where you don't want to talk. That happens often. But, you know, I want to do a better job with that. And it's nice to like not know what's going on with everybody, you know, so that when you do catch up, it's like you're just more present. So there's that. I mean, I don't typically live in the space of comparing myself to others because, look, I don't know what said person had to do to get to where they are or what they have to endure. Like, what did Jordan Wood say? I don't want your situation. And I'm heavy on that. So I think whenever I see like a win, or, you know, someone does something cool, or there's like this new life milestone, whatever, I'm genuinely happy. I'm like, yo, that's dope. Like, yay, you know, or especially when it's like a business or something too, because then I'm like, I know how hard it is to like run a business and keep at it and stuff like that. And I like seeing people go after it. You know, if you're passionate about it and it exudes out of your pores, go for it, do it. So yeah, then there's the like privacy part that you get from being off of Instagram, like ultimate privacy. I've been very independent from day one, Not in the sense of like, I don't need a man. No, not that. I'm just saying, like, I kind of move at my own pace. I like to be social, but there are a lot of times where I like to be by myself. And I know that there are people out there that feel me, okay? But I don't like anyone keeping tabs on me. I don't. And I know we live in this world like where people share locations. I hate it. It's just the thought of someone like knowing where I am on a map and it's just moving and you get to see like, I don't know, how fast I'm going or just like what I'm doing with my day to day. It's weird. And I know people do it for like, you know, safety reasons, but no thanks. I got to a point on Instagram when I started looking through reels and started, you know, putting reels on the wedding page and stuff like that. It's like the whole trending audio and the reel stuff, I think it really kills creativity in the sense where we're just like, we're like soldiers simulating like, oh, I got to put this out. I got to get on this trending, like, it's crazy. And then when you take like a break from Instagram or take a break from posting, like, you know, it almost feels like you're punished, your views are low, but I'm like, I don't even care anymore. I just don't. Like, if I create something and I want to put it out, I put it out. So that is the approach that I am taking with my wedding page. Like, I said to myself, yeah, I'm gonna do, you know, 3 posts a week. When I have something, I'll share it. Yeah, because the other thing too, we got to do with the Instagram algorithm. And there's the difference because the algorithm on TikTok is like, I feel like the algorithm on TikTok gets me or gets the user or whoever, the account user or whatever. Whereas Instagram is like, oh, you're not following suit, shadow ban. Okay, I digress. But yeah, I don't know. Instagram has changed. I've been on Instagram since 2011. And, you know, I remember the days of us just posting our lunch. And of course, great. Everything evolves. People are making money, careers off of it. That is absolutely great. I don't know. Like right now, I feel like Instagram has become Facebook, although, you know, Facebook owns it. But it's just like a cycle of like, all right, we're gonna post a selfie, we're gonna post a sunset, we're gonna say the same things. Yes, queen, love the outfit, da 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 da. Like, so yeah, I don't know if I'll actually delete it, we'll see, but for now, I'm cool off Instagram and I feel good about it, so we shall see. But I'll keep the business one, definitely for the weddings, definitely for the films, but the personal, I'm like, nah, I'm off the grid. So yeah, and I'll check it when I feel like it. Like, and you know, being off, you feel crazy because your phone or your fingers are like you're just automatically going to the damn app. It's wild. It's so wild. So I turn off notifications for that. Wait, I have another point. And you know, I decided a while ago that I am, no longer doing birthday posts. I don't like them. After a while, it just feels cheap. It feels like there's no real like thought that goes into it. Like I'd rather, you know, if I rock with you, we'll celebrate your birthday in person, you know, or send a gift if I'm far, you know, things like that. And the other thing, I'm like, I don't want to feel pressured to comment on every single thing that's happening in the world. No. Because it's exhausting. I mean, that's a conversation for another day, but I don't feel the need to do that. And I'm not knocking anybody who does that. Kudos to you. But what I've noticed from like the pandemic and how much the news and media really messes with your psyche, it's like, we should dial back a bit, you know. I also find it interesting that a lot of the people behind these apps and social media accounts don't let their children use it. If that's not saying something, then okay. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to just being off the grid for Instagram. Because, you know, you could easily be like, oh, well, if you're getting off of social media, why are you still on YouTube? It's a different place. It's first of all, it's a different format. It's long format, right? I could sit here and come and have this conversation with you. On Instagram, it's like, if you don't capture somebody in 7 seconds, they don't want to watch it. You know, or people don't even read captions anymore. People don't even read. All right, I feel like I'm sounding like that millennial, so I'm gonna go. But if you are thinking about giving up Instagram, let me know in the comments why. Don't have me out here by myself, but if that's the case, then I will stand on it. Like, I would love to know, like, am I the only person out there that's like, oh, Instagram is just annoying and it's a lot, it's just the same verbiage all day long. Like, thank you for watching as always. And if you made it this far, comment meta. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I am Taylor-Alexis, and this is a safe place to talk dangerously. Signing out. Peace. I just gotta give you like the LL. Big queens, big queens, big queens. All right. Peace.